Back to walk down memory lane. Yeah. I'm so excited to talk to our next guest. 24 years he has been entertaining people here in Ottawa, Toronto, and around the world. We're talking about Big Time Murder Productions. We're joined by its president-at-large, Peter Dillon. Pete, welcome to the show.
Well, thanks
for having me. Great to have you here. It's a pleasure. 24 years. What made you, how did you start the company? What was the start?
To be accurate, it's 23 and a half. We're in our 24th year. I wouldn't want to exaggerate.
Come on, Fade.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, the idea to start the company was basically to come up with a job, something that would keep me busy and still allow me to get out and audition for film and television jobs and that sort of thing. And it kind of spun.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And it's obviously really boring.
It's terribly boring. You hardly meet any interesting people.
Right. Yeah, like this dull guy.
Yeah. Well, 7 years I was with Big Time.
That's right.
And I really meant it at the top. That's what brought me back into, I left acting and then came in, and the rest is, as they say, history.
So cool.
It was exciting times. But you've had some real highlights over the years. Maybe share some of those highlights.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate. We've entertained everybody from First Nations chiefs to generals in the Canadian military to entertaining the soldiers in the Middle East in the Persian Gulf right before the war started 12 years ago. To, well, you were there in St. Martin on the beach in St. Martin, entertaining at the Maho Beach Resort and Casino for 8 days and being treated like rock stars there, and having corporate groups send planes for us. Remember when we went down to Akron to the Goodyear Country Club in Akron, Ohio, to cross-country tours. NHL All-Star reception entertainers, in 2000. Yeah, so we've had a lot of fun. And now we're finally coming back, and not coming back, but we're finally going to do some public shows.
Which you haven't done in how long?
No, I mean, I think it's been almost 20 years since we performed publicly in Ottawa. We've always done corporate groups, from small groups from 8 people to 2,000 people. So now to actually have a public venue where people can buy tickets and come out and see us weekly at the Prescott, it's going to be a great experience. We're doing a show called The Codfather, a tribute to disorganized crime. And,
I love it.
And it's really an experience. I mean, this is unlike anything we've seen before. You're not just coming to see a show. This isn't just a theater presentation. This is really a theater experience. So for those people who want to get involved, great. Get dressed up. You can wear your best mobster wear if you like, pinstripe suits and that sort of thing, fedoras. Or you can be coming to a funeral, wear your best black suit. That's fine. And if you want to imply that you're a member of the family, great. Our actors are going to go right along with it, and we'll draw you right into the story. And if you're somebody who's more shy, like Derek, you're very shy,
I can't stand
introvert,
that kind of thing.
No, exactly. Then that's fine. We respect his boundaries as well, of course. And he doesn't have to get involved. He can sit back and just enjoy the show. Even if you're not a mystery buff, if you just like to laugh, you're going to enjoy the show, because all of our shows are comedically interactive. As you remember, if you're here, we want to make sure you're laughing first. We'll tack on the mystery and make sure it's a good, challenging mystery.
Okay, so if you have a phobia of that whole interactive thing, we were talking about that earlier, which is kind of ironic, right?
Well, yeah, I kind of have this fear. Anytime I go to interactive entertainment, I'm afraid I'm going to be drawn in and made a fool of. And so we kind of, use that experience, that feeling when we're designing a show. We want to ensure that the guests are trusting us before we ask them to get involved, that they're enjoying themselves, and we mine the crowd to see who the live wires are. Sometimes, someone says, no, I don't want to be the guy who gets up and puts a hat on and sings happy birthday in a restaurant for the birthday, but they really do. And sometimes they'll give themselves up. So
what are some of the things you look for?
Well, outgoing people who are very quick to interact, to ask in a roundabout way if there's a way that they can get involved. Or sometimes we have groups come, and somebody from the group will pull us aside and say, "Hey, listen, it's Bob's birthday, and can you get him involved? This is what he does, this is where he works, and this is the type of thing he likes." And we will get him right involved in the show as a lawyer or an impromptu witness or suspect. So he may even get roasted.
Because the characters will mingle, right? So they will arrive and mingle with everybody. And then you get to talk to people and see how they relate to you. And as you see how they relate to you, like, okay, I think we can bring this guy into it. Right?
And the setup is that the Don is dead. Eddie the Shark Della Vista.
Hey, who's this guy?
Well, he's a pretty handsome.
I pulled some great photos. You're going to love me for this, Pete. Yeah, that's just one of the few.
The beard, love it.
Looking really good.
Hey,
where did you get that suit, my friend?
I actually have to bring that in for dry cleaning. That's Bobby Rayburn Jr. from our Big Time Idol variety show, 60-minute variety show. Yeah, that's a great suit, isn't it?
I love it.
It's very understated.
Hey.
This is Donnie Cocktail, the first first character I ever played.
What a great
That's true,
name.
Yeah. It's the first character I ever played at Big Time. It was a lot. That's not me, by the way. That was
No.
Pete.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
that
Thanks
was me.
for clarifying.
Brett Kelly and Jody were
right.
just on the show last week.
I heard that.
Okay.
Right? So Brett is a filmmaker, and Jody is one of the top female arm wrestlers in the world. And her
Yes.
husband is a
Absolutely.
champion.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And a wonderful actress as well, both on screen and in theater. Yeah.
What a great
This is one of
group
the first
people.
Boy, how many years ago was
crews,
that?
right?
That's
you had.
yeah. I mean, Gabrielle, Jerry, myself, Dave Kittle, and Sarah Hearn with Ross Kippen lying dead on the table there with scissors in his back. That would have been 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That would have easily been 20 years ago. And that's when we were in the Persian Gulf in 2003 doing the show tour. A version. That's actually how we came up with our Big Time Idol variety show. And until that point, we had produced our murder mysteries in a radio play performance. And the Canadian military wanted something that was going to be interactive. It was going to be fun and uplifting.
So how many different storylines do you have now? How
We
many
have,
different shows?
there's so many. There's different productions that we have, like the variety show or the do-it-yourself show, where you can have an event in your home or your corporate group with up to 10 of your guests playing the characters for up to 100 guests present at the event. And of course, our full corporate mysteries that'll entertain up to 400 people. So there's a lot of different styles of show that we do, and then scripts within those shows. But this one, at the Prescott, every Saturday, you can get tickets at murdermysteryottawa.com. You can buy tickets right off the site, and there's a $10 off coupon currently with the promo code HOOKED. But it's a Don's funeral, so come out and celebrate his life
and
and
it's popcorn theater.
It's popcorn
I
theater.
love that. It's after dinner.
Exactly.
So you can
Complimentary
focus.
popcorn. And yeah, listen, have dinner at home if you like, and get the babysitter in and head out for an evening of theater, a 2-hour show, and then you can stay on Preston Street, stay in Little Italy and enjoy the nightlife, or come down earlier, eat at the Prescott. Great food there, the square pizza and their wonderful meatball sandwiches, famous for that. Or one of the great restaurants in Little Italy. Go there, come to the show. Doors open at 7:30. The show starts at 8 o'clock. Goes about 2 hours. Very interactive, very funny. You'll have a great time, guaranteed.
I want to mention, too, Pete is an amazing actor. You've been really busy over the last few years, and you've got a Murdoch Mysteries coming out.
Yeah, I'm in one of the episodes of Murdoch Mysteries towards the end of October, I guess. Double Life, I think is what it's called.
Cool.
Forward to that. Any other shows that you can mention? I know there's some things you probably can't.
Yeah, there's a few bits and pieces. I shot a film in Vancouver last week, and that I actually I don't know if I can mention that one.
Okay.
It's an episode of Hell on Wheels. I'll be in coming up as well when they come back from their hiatus, I guess later on in the fall. There's an episode of Saving Hope and Suits and
Fantastic.
things that are kind of rotating right now. So.
And everybody on the cast, they're all professional actors, fantastic actors. Pete, thanks so much for being
thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
You
guys are a pleasure to watch. Thanks for having me.
All right, you can go, as he said, to the website, get your tickets. $10 off coupon on there right now. Coming up next, Lance Morin from the Toy Time Machine. Heather gave him a list of things that she grew up absolutely loving. Did he find them? We'll find out right after this.